Ladies and gentlemen, live from Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's the Davidson Night Time Show. This week's featured guest, Weaz Hammond, including music from Parker Keolasy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Marcus Davidson.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Davidson Night Time Show. This evening, I'll be your host. My name is Marcus Davidson, and we're lucky enough to have Weaz Hammond on the show with us tonight, as well as Parker PK Ripper Young Ty Keolasy on for entertainment. And so to start things off here, we are going to have some sauna scalding with Steed here. So, Steedmon, take it away.
Hello, I'm Steed. Here is Weaz. And this is Scalding Sauna Session with Steed.
Pretty hot.
Man, Weaz, it is hot in here.
Bro, what do you have me doing right now? I'm looking up here, it says 123 degrees.
Feels like the Sahara in here. Gotta get some answers out of you, though.
All right.
I'm gonna ask you some questions.
I'm in the
They're
heat.
gonna range from pretty easy.
Okay.
Someone's will be pretty tough.
Okay.
That'll be pretty tough.
Got you.
All right, we'll start off with a lighthearted one here. We all know you're a big MJ fan.
Yes.
But how about this question? Who is the GOAT, MJ or Tom Brady?
Okay. It's a fair question.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go with MJ all day, every day. And I would say this. Brady's been to 9 Super Bowls, I think, correct? He's 6-3.
Mm-hmm.
MJ 6-0. If he didn't retire, probably would have had 8 straight. Let's just be honest here. No disrespect to the Rockets. But basketball is a different game. And Brady doesn't play both ways. He doesn't play defense.
Very true.
He is hands down, no doubt, the GOAT of football. No disrespect to Brady, but I would go Jordan over Brady on that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would agree with you. As great as Brady is, I agree. I mean, we're talking Jordan, got it done on both ends of the floor.
Yep.
Brady, just offense.
And Jordan, off the court, changed the game for all athletes.
For sure.
When it comes to endorsement deals and shoe contracts and just, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
All right, good answer there.
Yeah.
All right, this one is a pretty broad one.
Okay.
Your 5 favorite entertainers of all time. And as entertainers, I'm saying athletes, musical artists, actors, etc.
Okay. Well, 2 MJs.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Would be up there for me again. I'm a child of the '80s, so both MJs were the guys. And I'm a Cowboys fan, believe it or not. You can pray for me on that. I know they haven't done much in 20 years, but I used to love to watch Emmitt Smith run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's retired now, but he would have been one of those guys for me as well. Entertainers. I like old gangster movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think this guy's like in his 80s now, but Al Pacino back in the day with like Godfather and some of those movies, he would have been one of those actors for me that I definitely would have gone to. And you said 5, another entertainer, a musician, athletics. You know what? I like the group U2.
Mm-hmm.
And again, from the 80s.
Yeah.
And so I saw U2 live at Soldier Field.
Wow.
Soldier Stadium,
That's
where the Bears
incredible.
play.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty phenomenal show.
That's incredible.
Those would be my 5, I guess.
That's a good 5.
Yeah. I'm an old guy.
Yeah. Emmett's got nothing on Walter Payton, though. Give me Sweetness.
Yeah, Sweetness, man. He could dance. There's no doubt. Him and Barry Sanders, yeah. I like all those guys.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, Weaz. Question number 3.
Yep.
This one's going to get a little more tough.
Okay.
A little more tough. If there was a movie about you, who would star as Mark Hammond?
Oh, man. Yeah. That's a tough question. There's not a whole lot of guys that are middle-aged, my age, that are as attractive as I am.
But I agree.
Come on. Yeah, that's a joke, obviously. It's funny. I was talking to my wife about this very question not too long ago, and I was sitting by the pool. She's like dog paddling in the pool, doing her thing, and I asked her that question, and she's, without hesitation, she goes, "Billy Crystal." Do you know who Billy Crystal is?
Oh, Mike Wazowski. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go. You know his voice, but and so I'm a little offended. I mean, he's a funny guy, he's a comedian, but I look at Billy Crystal on Google and he's like 73, and so I'm just like, I don't know. But it's a hard question. I'm not sure. Maybe a guy like Matt Damon. Matt Damon. More attractive than I am, let's be honest. But I think he's like 46, 47, kind of the same age. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer, I'd say.
Yeah.
Good answer.
He could be serious, he can be funny. Matt Damon, I think, is who I'd say.
Yeah. All right, on a little more serious note, who is your biggest role model?
Yeah, that's a great question, right? I mean, I think my dad would be up there, my mom would be up there, a lot of people would be up there. If I think of somebody famous that the audience would know, I've really always been fond of Martin Luther King Jr. And just the fact that he had dozens and dozens of threats on his life, and not only his life, but his wife and his 4 children. He was at a church speaking one time at a Baptist church, and his house was bombed while his wife and his children were in the house. They were unharmed. But just to think about his conviction in life to not only fight for equal rights and for justice, but to do it from a biblical standpoint as a Christian man, and not only putting his own life on the line, that's one thing, but his wife and his children as well. That's always just been something I hold and cling to when I think that my life gets hard at times, and it's perspective for me. And so I'd say MLK Jr., man, much respect to what he did.
Definitely. Great answer.
Yeah.
All right, Weaz, this one's a little off script, but that's what we do here.
All right. In the sauna, off script. Okay.
So, your actual name is Mark, correct?
Yes.
But basically everybody, calls you as Weaz, Pastor Weaz, or anything like that.
Yep.
How about your wife? Does she call you Weaz?
No. She calls me other 4-letter words. But that would be Mark. Okay, I don't know what you're thinking, man. But no, she does not call me Weaz. My mom and dad occasionally will call me Weaz, but not really my family. My kids sometimes, but pretty much anybody but my family calls me that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hyde.
And Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, he refuses.
He refuses to call a grown man Weaz, he says. So.
Shout out to Hyde.
Hyde would be a good guest.
Yeah, might have Hyde on. Yeah,
with all of his 18 children. How many does he have?
9, I think.
9, okay. Well,
yeah.
9 squared.
Yep. All right. If you could travel in time, past or future, which one would you do, and to what time period?
Oh man, yeah. So we're Back to the Future. We're in the DeLorean, 1985, 86.
88 miles per hour.
88, yeah. Cubs, all that stuff. It'd be really cool to go in the future, but I think I would go in the past. And just as a man of faith who loves Jesus, I think I would just have to go back to sometime when Jesus was walking on the face of the earth. And I mean, being in the boat when the waves are crashing in and the disciples are scared, to be in that situation and know that he's just sitting there sleeping on a life preserver. How ironic is that? Like he is life, and he wakes up and he says what? He commands the waves to be still, and the waves obey him. I mean, being there for a moment like that would be incredible, but just being able to tag along maybe as the baker's dozen number 13 disciple with Jesus would be phenomenal. So I no air conditioning, it'd be like this every day. 123 degrees in Steed sauna, but I would probably go back to some time when Jesus was walking. Yeah, be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
All right, how about this? So along with your youth group,
yep,
you said you've been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
How about this? Have you had any awkward or uncomfortable moments in youth group?
Yeah, I've had a lot of, I've gone on probably hundreds of trips and camps and all kinds of different things. One of them, there's all kinds of stories. I don't want to eat up all the video here, but there was one time where I was talking about prayer, and to all these students, it was middle and high combined. And I was talking about prayer, and I said, God's not like Santa Claus. You just can't come to him with your wish list. God is real and exists. Santa Claus isn't real. Well, there's a couple middle school kids in youth group that night that had no idea that Santa Claus wasn't real. And so, that was an interesting night, and I got some phone calls the next day from some moms on some things. And for the most part, I haven't had a whole lot of moms be mad at me over the years, but that would definitely be definitely be one of them.
That's unfortunate.
A little awkward. Yeah, a little awkward. So, but for the most part, I mean, we have a lot of fun, but I try not to push the envelope too much. With some of that stuff. So
yeah. How about this? Most mischievous high school or college moment?
Man, so I went to Concordia High School here in Fort Wayne, and it was my junior year, class of 92, the junior crew of 92, and we had our I-STEP test. So it was about 200 students sitting in the auditorium in alphabetical order, a couple desks or seats spaced apart, right, because we're taking this test. And the night before, myself and probably about 10 of my buddies, we went to Kroger grocery store and bought a bunch of popcorn kernels, like bags of popcorn seeds. And so we made this plan that after like the first break, you have a couple tests and they give you a bathroom break, that we would have these bags of popcorn seeds ready in our backpacks. That when the teacher, his name was Mr. Arnold, said, "You can now turn your tests over and begin," that we'd have these things ripped open and ready to just like launch them into the air. And that's what we did. That's what we did. They were just all spread out, and it was just raining down popcorn seeds all over.
Wow.
And the place erupted, and he sounded like Kermit the Frog. He was like,
"Continue to take your tests. We'll find out who did that later."
And they found out. I mean, it was pretty obvious. People were like, who threw them? And it was like, yeah, Weaz and all his buddies. So we had a couple guys kind of talk on that. We got busted for that too. So I don't know how. I didn't get kicked out of school.
Yeah, got through.
But we got through by the grace of God.
Well,
so don't do that stuff. Just do your studies, get your degree, go change the world. Jesus. Yeah.
Well, Weaz, anything else you want to add?
Man, I don't know. I'm about to take this shirt off.
Yeah, I'm about to keel over myself.
I'm pitting out. You're pitting out right here in this.
It's bad.
Westbrook jersey here.
Yeah.
So yeah. But no, it's been good, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
All right, buddy. Yep. That's what he calls me.
Marku, off to you.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mark Weaz Hammond. Mr. Hammond?
Mr. Davidson, how are you? Good to see you.
Doing well. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I am honored to be the first guest of the Davidson Night Time Show.
Absolutely. And I see your shirt there, the movement. You're a youth pastor.
I am. I just completed year 25.
Wow. You're getting old, that means.
I am getting old. There's some gray hair in this area.
Oh, we couldn't really tell.
A little in here that I will not show you this evening. But yeah, you're 25, so God's been good. God's been faithful.
It's good. So you're at Black Hawk Ministries?
Black Hawk Ministries in Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46815.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so you're doing just high school youth group, correct?
Yeah. So I just work with high school students and also do young adults. So working with some young adults as well. We got a young adult ministry at Black Hawk, and so those that graduated out of high school, like you did last year,
yes, sir,
and some of your brothers and Steed, he comes every so often.
Yeah.
So.
Next year's his senior year. He's got one more year to sort of get it right.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Always a good time to have Steed in the house.
For sure.
Yep.
So, Weaz, tell me about this time of year. You're going to grad parties. You're seeing students that you've had in youth group for years now. Now they're graduating and moving on to the next step in life. Tell us a little bit about what that's like for you.
Well, it's a lot of meatballs.
Oh, yeah. I bet it is.
A lot of meatballs, a lot of cheese squares, a lot of finger foods and all that. But you know what? It's actually a highlight for me. I love doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And the free food's good and all that. But just being able to just to get to know family, parents, but also sometimes meeting like the aunt, the uncle, the grandma, the grandpa, and it's just kind of cool to see how the family has helped shape that graduate in many ways. And so it's a good time. I like going, depending on who it is. If I know them really well, I might change their clocks in their house and do some stuff like that. Just kind of mess with them. Sure. I've been known to do some of those things before.
For sure.
If I don't know them super well, then I just kind of do my thing. I eat and I say hi and I leave.
I guess it's a good thing we didn't have my grad party here then. Didn't have any of our clocks changed by.
Yeah, I absolutely. Things would have looked different after I left here for sure.
That's right.
I tell you, there was a story one time I did that, and it was a Saturday night party, and they woke up an hour early for church the next day, and we went to church an hour early, and I was just so confused. Is there a time change? What's going on? Weaz was at your house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we stopped by.
Yeah.
So
love grad parties.
Oh, absolutely. So you do hoop on occasion. You play basketball, correct?
I still try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still try to. I'd love to play ball, yeah.
Yeah. So we know that you're a big fan of watching basketball as well, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Just the other night was Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Yes, Game 1. Oh, man. Was pulling for the Warriors.
Yeah. Are you a big Curry fan more than anybody else?
Not more than anybody else because I've got children. And they love Curry, especially my son Christian. He's going to be a freshman at Blackhawk Christian. He loves Curry.
Yeah.
But I like him. I respect his game.
Yeah, for sure.
Being a little bit of a shorter player in the NBA, just the way he can handle it.
Oh, yeah.
Flick the wrist, get the shot off, move without the ball. But I'm a Bulls guy, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes two of us.
Yeah.
There was a point in time where I could not stand Stephen Curry. He was just annoying to me.
Yeah.
But now I've sort of come around to the point where I respect his skills a lot.
Sure.
Where he's 6'3". He's not like lightning fast. He's not a freak athlete. He's just super skilled, which I can respect for sure.
Yeah, and he grinds, man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think he outworks a lot of guys.
Oh, yeah.
And he was drafted top 10, but he was told he wasn't quick enough. He wasn't athletic enough. He wasn't tall enough.
Sure.
And he's proved all those people wrong.
Yeah. And so he got off to a flaming hot start the other night. 21 points in the first quarter?
6 threes in a quarter.
Yeah, something like that. But the Celtics really turned things around in the fourth.
Insanely so.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's going to continue.
Yeah.
The shooting that they shown in that fourth quarter, I don't think that's really going to continue. Maybe in spurts, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were on fire.
Horford, those guys, they shot the lights out.
Unbelievable.
Fourth quarter.
The thing was, Tatum didn't really have a great game. He was... I forget, 3 for 17 from the field or something like that. And the Celtics were able to find a way to win. Doesn't hurt when you're on fire from deep.
Yeah. If you're a Boston fan, obviously you're excited that you're up 1-0. But you're up 1-0 when Tatum maybe gave you like a C-plus type of game.
Yeah.
And that's not going to continue either.
For sure.
He's going to drop 35 next game.
Oh, yeah. So that game is tomorrow night.
Yep.
And the
Sunday
series goes back to Boston here pretty soon.
Yeah, Boston game 3, game 4.
Yep.
2-2-1-1-1 format.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of the finals, you have your son here on set, don't you?
I do, yeah. He's over here kind of backstage with Parker, what is it, KP Keolasy, Young
PK Ripper. Yeah,
PK
Young
Ripper.
Ty, yeah.
You want him to come out?
Yeah, come on out, Kristen.
What's up, big dog?
Good to see you tonight, buddy.
Yes.
See
Good to
you're
see
wearing
you
your
too.
Stephen Curry jersey.
And there you go. Like I say, yeah, he's the Curry guy. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I heard that you had some news to tell your son this evening.
Oh yeah. I had something. Here, you can. Why don't you sit right there. Right here. You got a little note there. It came in the mail for you.
Is this a signed autograph from Stephen Curry?
Could be.
Yeah.
He's a card collector.
You got me
card
curious.
collector?
He's a card collector. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, I licked that one pretty good. That might
I'm
take
not
a
good at
while.
opening envelopes.
That might take a while to open that, but no.
Alrighty.
That's
Let's see.
What's it say? Read it out loud.
I'm taking you to Game 3. I have tickets.
Oh, come on! Bro, give it up. Let's hear it. Come on.
All right, Game 3. Now we're in the second to last row of the TD Garden.
That's better than sitting at home on your couch watching it.
Quite the
For sure.
experience. That's going to be an amazing experience.
For sure.
Yeah, man. So, bro, we leave Tuesday morning, 13-hour trek to Boston.
Oh, man.
And then we'll crash Tuesday night. We'll go to the game Wednesday night. Staying at your Uncle Mike, my brother's house. And he's got a pool. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good. So, love you, bro.
Yes.
How about that?
And this is a congratulations to you for graduating middle school and going into freshman year.
Absolutely.
So we got Ripper over there just tearing it up. Easy, Ripper. I got 2 tickets, man. So, all right. Love you, buddy.
Wow, how about that? One more applause, everybody. That's so beautiful to see.
Compliments of SeatGeek.com.
Oh, yeah.
Tickets. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my brother Frank and I were actually able to go to a Bulls game in October. Late October was Bulls Jazz. It was the Tony Kukoc night.
Oh, nice.
And so it was the night that they put his jersey up in the rafters because he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. So he spoke at halftime. And me and Frank were huge, we still are, huge Tony Kukoc fans. And we actually had a game that day. We were in the McDonald's drive-thru, actually. I was just scrolling through Twitter and I was like, whoa, is it Tony Kukoc night tonight at the Bulls game? And me and Frank are both huge Kukoc fans. Yeah. And so I looked it up. Tickets are $40. We had an afternoon game. The game got over. We showered and just jetted to the game, and we were able to make it there. Yeah. And we had a great night. Tony Kukoc spoke at halftime because he was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. But Tony Kukoc, one of his teammates, the great Michael Jordan, whom I hear you are one of his biggest fans.
Huge fan of MJ. Yeah. So I'm in my late 40s. I started playing ball in 5th grade, which happened to be 1984-85.
Wow.
Which was Jordan's rookie season. Yeah. For those who don't know, probably do know that. But kind of a funny story. My first basketball shoes I ever wore in my life were the Jordan 1, red, white, and black. But they were the Sky Jordan, not the Air Jordan, because they were the youth size.
Wow.
I'm small. I had tiny feet. Still do, kind of. And the emblem, the logo said Sky Jordan instead of Air Jordan on it.
I can confidently say I've never heard of Sky Jordan before in my whole life.
Yeah, Google it. They exist.
I'll be sure to look it up. But here, since you're such a big fan, I'm sure you've watched his highlights over and over. We have some Michael Jordan highlights here.
Okay.
If you don't mind, you can give us some analysis too.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's check it out.
Yeah, speaking my language now.
All right, let's see what we're working with here.
Number 10, here we go. Oh, yeah. In Louisiana, the freshman, the diaper dandy, with about 17 seconds, pulls the trigger mid-range, knocks it down.
Wow.
And they beat the Hoya Destroyers for the national title. Imagine being a freshman and hitting a shot like that.
That takes some stones.
In front of like 90,000 people.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness. 1982. There you go. I was 8.
8 years old.
I was 8.
Whenever you're
Number
watching.
9. Oh, the human highlight film. Here we go. I remember watching this. Yeah. This is in Chicago.
Oh, man.
He needs a 50 or he's going to take an L in his hometown, and he goes from the free throw line. And not just from the free throw line, he cocks it back, mouth open. I have this in my office, by the way.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I wasn't paying enough attention last time I was in there.
And there you go. So number 8. Number 8 we got here. Oh, yeah, MSG. Double nickel. He drops a double nickel.
Yeah.
Coming back from retirement, the first time in MSG, just break. Oh, and John Starks. Could not stand John Starks.
Man.
Good player. Could not stand the Knicks. So this was amazing. Oh, gosh. Double nickel.
Yeah. I mean, Weaz, have there ever been moments where you're playing an open gym and you're just in that kind of rhythm, where you're just knocking down everything?
Nope, not so much. No,
I mean,
no.
I've played with you and against you before.
Well, no. There was a time back in the day where there were a few moments like that where, I mean, it's pickup ball. You have those moments where you're feeling it.
Oh, yeah.
And, 48, it depends who I'm playing with.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I play with you guys sometimes, and, I don't have those moments that much. Guys my age, we get there.
Oh, yeah, I bet you do.
We still do. All right, number 7. Okay, so 86. So I wanted to VHS record this on my VCR back in the day. My mom wouldn't let me because we had to leave to go to my grandparents' house. And so I didn't have this recorded, otherwise I'd probably still have it today. But we got to Decatur, an hour away, and I caught the second half of this. Amazing.
Yeah.
Goes to overtime.
Yeah, overtime, right? Yeah.
And he hits free throws at the end of the regulation, if you remember, to go to overtime. 63, we're in the Jordan 1s, coming back from a broken foot.
Still the playoff record, I believe.
I think so.
63 points.
63. Probably stand for a while. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the shrug game. So we talked about Curry in game 1. He had 6 threes in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Jordan had 6 threes in the first half.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a different game.
Different
this
era.
is 30 years ago, actually 2 days ago.
Yeah.
This is the 30-year anniversary.
Yeah, I mean, this is a different game where
the shrug game.
They weren't taking threes every other trip down the floor.
They were not. You know why he did that?
Why is that?
Clyde Drexler in the media had talked about how Jordan he's not a three-point shooter.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't shoot threes.
Yeah.
So you can play off of him.
For sure.
And then
he was playing off of him.
And when he shrugs, he's shrugging to Magic Johnson, who's actually the analyst for that game.
Sure.
And he had talked to before the game saying, okay, I can't shoot
It's
threes.
Like he was saying Clyde's a better three-point shooter than I choose to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. He took it personal.
He did.
Took it personal.
Great meme material right there.
Yeah.
Took it personal.
Number 5. Oh, here we go. There's Magic right there. 91. So, dude, I was elated. I was in high school at this point. The Bulls finally broke through the bad boy Pistons. This move, classic move, comes in, right hand, left hand, so sweet and gentle off the glass.
Seems pretty unnecessary, honestly.
And they go on to win in 5 after losing game 1 at home.
He could have just dunked it right there so easy. He just had to flare it up a little bit.
I mean, amazing hang time. Walking on air. There's Kukoc right there. Supersonics. So, yeah, this is Father's Day. So, man, after Pops is, murdered so tragically, he comes back, collapses right here in the locker room,
holding on to the ball and he's just. I remember that just balling. He won that title.
I had never heard the audio to that video of him just weeping when they put it in The Last Dance.
It's just he won that for Dad.
For sure.
It was a goosebump moment. Still is today.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 3, flu game.
Oh man.
Was it the flu? Was it pizza? Was it Jalen Rose saying he was actually hungover? I don't know what it was, but the dude clearly wasn't feeling well. Looked like he'd been in a sauna with Steed, and he comes out and just like must win against the Jazz, who had the best record in the NBA at home that year. They lose that game.
Oh, for sure.
The whole GOAT debate is different to this day.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know about the whole hungover theory. I mean, Jordan drank all the time. I think he's pretty immune to getting hungover.
Yeah, Jalen. That's a Jalen Rose accusation. So,
yeah, the food poisoning could be very.
Michigan guy. I don't put much credit.
Oh no, me neither.
Number 2, I watched this game at home. Oh my goodness, I like. Probably hit the ceiling almost.
Talk about hang time.
Oh my gosh,
well, you almost jumped as high as he did.
Craig Elo, double pumps, hangs. Knocks it down. That goes in and out. They lose. Yeah. And then they went on and, of course, lost to the bad boy Pistons.
There haven't been many shots in the course of NBA history that if you make it, you win the series. If you miss it, you lose the series at the buzzer.
And he wanted the shot.
Oh,
It's Jordan.
Yeah.
Who's going to shoot it? I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah, of course he will.
You know what I mean? Ron Harper wanted to guard him on that play.
Oh, yeah.
His coach said, no, we're putting Elo on him. That was a mistake. And then, of course, there's another one against Utah. The last minute and a half, he just takes over. I think they were down by 4, gets a couple buckets, gets a steal, comes down. 6.6 seconds, that's not a push-off.
Yeah, not at all.
Come on, Isaiah Thomas. You were the analyst in that game.
He's just salty.
That's not a push-off. He's salty. 6.6, ring number 6.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
GOAT, greatest of all time.
GOAT talk right there.
GOAT talk.
Well, Mr. Hammond, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, my friend.
Man, it's been great to be here. Honored to be your first guest, and love you guys, love your family, and all successes to you in the show.
Absolutely, we appreciate it.
All right, baby.
St. Peter won't call my name ever in on this world. That was when I ruled the world.